video, I'm going to be making waves with this spring, and we're going to measure the wavelength, frequency, and the velocity. All right. So, in order to get the wavelength, if I make the shape like this, all right, I'm counting squares on the floor, and I'm 3 squares from the end. Okay, so distance from end to end is 3 squares. And from that, you can figure out the wavelength. And the wavelength isn't 3 squares, but it's related to that distance. Okay, so figure out the wavelength and put that in your data table for wave 1. All right. Now, we're going to have to find the frequency as well. In order to find the frequency, we're going to have to time it. We're going to time it for 10 cycles. All right. And then if we divide that by 10, that'll be the time for 1 cycle, which is the period. Okay. And then from the period, we can find the frequency. Okay. So you're going to have to use a stopwatch and time it. So you might want to pause right now and get ready to go. All right. But I'm going to give it a 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, start it. I'm going to count up to 10 cycles. When I get to 10, stop it. All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stop. All right, so that was the first wave. So write down your time for 10 cycles, figure out the period, the time for 1 cycle, and the frequency from that. And with that data and the wavelength, you should be able to find the speed of the wave in the spring. Okay. Now we're going to do wave 2. Okay. For wave 2, I'm going to increase the frequency some, and we're going to see what that does to the speed of the wave. Right? So I'll get that wave going. Okay. And now the wavelength has changed. Remember, end to end is 3 squares. All right. And from that, figure out what the wavelength of this wave is. I'm going to write that down in the data table. Okay. Then get ready to time. And I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, go again. And time it for 10 cycles. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stop. Okay, and again, use that to find the period, the frequency, and then use that data to find the velocity of the wave. All right. Now, we're going to try to change the situation some by changing the medium, changing the material. I'm going to do that by making it a little bit tighter, so I'm just going to pull on this a little bit. And we're going to do the same lab kind of all over again, just with a new tension in the spring. All right, so we're going to start with this wave. Okay, again, figure out the wavelength and put it in the data table. All right, and then we're going to time it for 10 again. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stop. And then we're going to increase the frequency again.